So as you all can see, I am back at college. Yep, break is over, back to school, and I'm pretty happy about that. Looking forward to a good semester. I wish the Wi-Fi in here would be better, so that's why I'm recording off my phone, because my computer it's not gonna work. I got it as my hotspot, but that just comes in and out. It's really unreliable when it comes to this, so who knows if that's gonna work. So I'm just gonna make the most out of this. I promise this won't be permanent. But if I don't post a video on Friday, this is why, because Wi-Fi is really terrible here. Hopefully it'll be fixed by tonight. I know they're doing maintenance on it, but apparently it's been like this for a long time now here at campus. So maybe they just dialed it back for winter break. I don't know. I'm rambling. Let's get to the point of the video. So today it's Monday night when I'm recording this, but it's Tuesday when I'm going to be seeing this. So today or yesterday when you're seeing this was Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Now, Martin Luther King Jr., he was a great American figure. I mean, I don't really think I can say anything about him that hasn't already been said. There are plenty of people that can sum up his record way better than I can. But let's just say that because of how beloved he is now, which, by the way, that wasn't the case when he was alive. When he died, when he was assassinated in 1968, he was one of the most hated men in America. I think it was less than 30% of Americans, even less than 30% of Black America. Well, not actually. I'm talking about I heard about how he did anti-Vietnam War advocacy. Only 25% of Black Americans agreed with his positions on the Vietnam War, and when he died, it was well over 60% of the public that hated him. So this really goes to show that he wasn't a beloved man, and now he is held up as one of the greatest Americans in our history. And while that's not an incorrect assessment that he was, the fact that people are saying, oh, he is just above everything, he's just not really above everything, but people hold him up. And I'm not knocking them for doing that, but what I am saying is you are not following in the footsteps of his legacy. So obviously, we know him for his civil rights activism and advocacy, but that wasn't all he was known for. He was known for, and by the way, those people who are praising him for that include people like Mitch McConnell, need I say more, or Kyrsten Sinema, who just essentially declared that, no, I'm not going to support a filibuster exception for voting rights, so yeah, it's DOA now. Trying to prove that they are not terrible people. They are. But there's one thing in particular that I wanted to point out, and that's this tweet from Starbucks right here. Starbucks, the company. Yeah, they're basically saying we need to continue Dr. King's legacy by donating to these specific charities. And this is pretty gross, and as Marianne Williamson points out here, Dr. King was in Memphis that day when he was shot because he was supporting union workers. He was supporting city sanitation workers in Memphis, Tennessee. And this is Starbucks we're talking about. This Starbucks right here. Now, there are massive unionization efforts, in Buffalo, New York, they just unionized in Starbucks. That is fantastic news. And here in Massachusetts, in Boston, there are a bunch of unionization efforts. So it cannot be denied the incredible progress that Starbucks unions are making. However, that does not take away from the fact that Starbucks, the corporation, is trying to stop these unions, and they're throwing everything they can to do that. And so for them to say we need to continue Dr. King's legacy while not mentioning his union advocacy and his critiques of capitalism, and there are a lot of these people that are praising King beyond Starbucks. There are people praising Dr. King who would not support Medicare for all, and Martin Luther King was a staunch supporter of universal health care. So they're whitewashing him. This is whitewashing 101, because they're only bringing up his civil rights advocacy, but they're not bringing up the fact that he was very anti-capitalist, and he would probably be a socialist. He probably was a socialist. I think most people would agree on that. And conservatives, they love to point to him as a Republican figure. Nothing could be further from the truth. So, and regarding Starbucks, there are a lot of people. Some of the charities they do list here do get generally good marks, but at the same time, it's not enough to override or to fix the systemic flaws in our system. We can't rely on the goodness of people's hearts. We need to actually rely We need to actually demand and collectively bargain for, in the case of unions, better conditions, and that's exactly the opposite of what they're doing, or what they're allowing their workers to do, which is not surprising, but the fact that they're trying to whitewash the message, well, not really whitewash, I'm not sure if whitewash is the correct term here, but trying to co-opt the language of Martin Luther King in order to not fight for what he actually believed in. And same thing with most other politicians who are just beholden to the corporate interests. It's not surprising. Alright, well, that's it. Sorry if I rambled a little bit here, but thank you so much for watching this episode of Kawa's Mind. If you enjoyed it, leave it a like, subscribe for more, comment down below with your thoughts. Check out more Kawa's Mind right over here. Check out my latest video right over here. And I will see you all on Friday. Hopefully my internet is okay by then. And, yeah, peace.